Us, if you're planning to hit the beach this summer, bookworm Michelle Collins has the best holiday reads for you.
And editor of...
Very well read bookworm Michelle Collins is here as well, helping you navigate your way around this summer's best reads. Right now, though, it's quite far to get across the studio, isn't it, when you don't do it?
Do you know what?
You can't be kissing the guests goodbye.
No, for the first time on, I'm a bit like this. Woo! Wow. Now, we all know her as the bad girl of Soapland, but when Michelle Collins isn't reading a script, she's burying herself in a good book.
Yes, but if you're overwhelmed by the array of bestsellers available, Michelle's done all the hard work for you. She's here with her top summer read. You're a proper bookworm?
Yes, I am. When I'm not reading lots of scripts, which is hard, but yeah, I've always been a ferocious reader. My mum was very good at making me read, so yes, I am. And I think there's so many great books around, so it's always good to have a little bestseller list that can help you when you go on your holidays. Perfect for this time of year.
But I also think you've got something for everyone, haven't you? You've got something for mums who've got toddlers.
We've got chick lits, we've got rom-coms, we've got something slightly more intense. So, shall I
let's
start?
Get going.
Okay. So we've got The Rosie Effect by Graham Simpson, which was out in January. And this basically is the follow-up to the Rosie Project, which I think you've read. The Rosie Project, haven't you?
It's really good.
You're a very good reader as well.
Do you know what?
Lisa?
I am a bit of a bookworm, and since I don't read scripts anymore and I cook, I get to read. I get to read many more books.
Well, you'll know how good the Rosie Project is,
fab.
then, which was a best-selling rom-com, and so this, the follow-up. The Rosie Project is about Don Tillman, associate inept university professor who was desperate to find a girlfriend and did, and met Rosie. And then the second book, which is the Rosie Effect, they've relocated to New York, and basically she gets pregnant, which he doesn't particularly like. And it's really about how he sort of deals with it and how he deals with fatherhood. And it's very funny and very quirky.
OK,
but
all
it's
right,
a good
that's one. That sounds good.
Okay.
Elizabeth is Missing by Emma Healy's the next one, is that right?
Yes, now this is great. Emma Healy, this is her very first book. Have you read this one?
I've read this one as well.
Do you like it?
It was the best book. I said, I tweeted, it's brilliant. Brilliant.
It's slightly more intense, and I would say it's for someone who likes a bit more of a substantial read. And it's about Maud, who is 80, which is great to have a book about a much older woman. And it says she's very forgetful, but she actually has dementia, which is a bit of a taboo subject, I think, at the moment. But don't let that put you off. It's actually a really, really good read. It's a really good thriller. And I think people will really enjoy it. It's her debut novel. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and it reminded me of my nana. Anybody who wants to think about their nanas, it's really lovely.
It's very sad, but I think, you know, something like dementia, we should embrace it and perhaps learn a bit more about it if we can. But it's actually a very, very good read, and it's fantastic for Emma Healy. It's her first novel, so I really recommend that.
Well done, Emma.
Is Missing. What about your third book?
Third one is Us by David Nichols. Now,
you read this one as well?
I haven't read this one, but I love David
Nichols.
Nichols.
One day, because we reviewed One Day on something a long time ago.
Yes, we did.
And David Nichols, I mean, he's a very famous writer and a screenwriter, and One Day was one of his most successful books.
It was brilliant.
So I would pick up any book that was written by David Nichols. And so this is, it's really about family and relationships and about sort of a midlife crisis. Guy who's 51, 52, his marriage, his wife has told him that she wants to leave him, so he decides to take the whole family away to Europe to try and you know, bring the family back together again. So it's a comedy. It's about parenthood, families, the ups and downs, highs and lows. A little bit tearful, but it's fun. It's funny, and I think proper holiday read. And he's a very, very good writer, so you know it's going to be good, I think, and that's probably going to be made into a film as well. So.
Okay.
Yay.
The next one, is Go Set a Watchman by Harper Lee. If you don't know who Harper Lee is she wrote To Kill a Mockingbird, and she's actually 89. And this was actually written before... To Kill a Mockingbird was written in 1960, and this was written the same year, but the publishers loved To Kill a Mockingbird more than this one, so they released that. So Go Set a Watchman is actually not released until next week.
And nobody's seen it, have they?
No one has seen it. It's been embargoed, but it's the same characters. So Scout, if people remember, obviously you do, and Scout is in her 20s in Go Set a Watchman, so it's the same characters, but they've moved on 20 years later. Sorry, a bit less than that. But Harper Lee has not even edited this book at all, and the publishers haven't. So we've literally got it as it was written.
Goodness me,
So
which is a very rare thing, I should imagine.
Very rare, I should think. And also perhaps slightly dangerous, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think, you know what, To Kill a Mockingbird is such a classic. I think we've all read it at school or whatever. So I think, you know, if you want to be seen as very intelligent and very... Go and get this one next week. Order it now.
And be seen reading it.
And be seen reading it, yes.
Yeah,
I'm sure it'll be a classic because, you know, Harper Lee's amazing writer.
Absolutely. And the next one, Summer at Shell Cottage.
Yes, slightly more sort of lightweight, I suppose. This is by Lucy Diamond, and it's a chick lit. And it's about families, relationships again. It's set in Shell Cottage, which is in Devon, and the family goes there. Have you read this one?
No, I haven't. I'm going to put this on my list for the summer.
This is very good, and somebody in makeup read this, and she really loved it. And there's actually, even though it's a chick lit, there actually is a really big twist in the middle. So they go to this cottage, the family, the mother and the children. The father's just died, and it's about how they can mend their relationships. And it's actually a really, really good read, this, for the summer.
So 5 good books. If you were going to select one, Michelle, which one would you go for?
Oh, do you know what?
Harper Lee?
Oh, Harper Lee. We haven't done The Girl on the Train.
We haven't got time to go on the train.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. But that's been on the best-in list for 20 weeks, so that doesn't need
That's
that.
already done.
I think maybe Elizabeth is missing, because I think dementia is something that we should all embrace and maybe learn a bit more about, because it's sort of everywhere, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Sadly. But there's some great books there.
Thank you very much for
Thank
coming in.
you.
There you go. So just what, you read nearly all of them.
I love them.
All right, still to come. It is the summer. They're in season. And Andy Murray is in the semi-finals at Wimbledon, so it's time to celebrate Great British Strawberry with who better than Phil Vickery dressed as a strawberry. He's going to be sassing them up for the weekend.
And with festival season in full swing, we're live to Nude Fest, the UK's completely nude festival, the only nude festival, not one for the bashful. We're back after the break.
Can you have strawberries there?
You need a big strawberry.